right. Welcome back. Welcome back to Akashic Soul Tarot. This is kind of a heavier energy today. Also, R.I.P. Miss Dolly Parton. She will be missed. She will be missed. I'm from East Tennessee, so Dolly is, she's a big deal. She was a big deal. Anyways, that's not what this message is about. This message is going to be for somebody who is feeling trapped. I'm getting an energy of someone feeling trapped. Kind of like an animal being like backed into a corner. Like caged, trapped, backed into a corner. You could feel like you're about to snap, like something's about to break. The movie I was channeling through Free Willy. Free Willy. I have not seen that movie since I was a little kid, so I don't really remember too much, but I know the whale is like in captivity, right? In captivity. Something about captivity. Prisoner. Like the whale is like prisoner in that enclosure, whatever you call it. The fake, like the pool, whatever it is they have them in. They're not naturally meant to be in that kind of environment. So this could be something to do with like your environment not being, what's the word? Your environment not being like supportive of your growth, especially like spiritually. So you could just be feeling like trapped in your body, trapped in your home, trapped in your town, trapped in your job. Like something is causing you to feel trapped, stuck. I'm feeling like 8 of Swords energy. And there's something else here about like your inner child, like your inner child wanting to be set free. Like maybe you haven't allowed yourself to express yourself in certain ways, like creatively, or just like being able to let loose and just like have fun sometimes, like laugh, giggle, be silly, like your inner child, letting that version of you play is so healing, and it could be like the littlest things. Like I'm seeing somebody like sledding, like sledding down a hill. I don't care how old you are, like anybody can go 444 on the timer. Anybody can go sled down a hill, but I said heel. Interesting. Anyways. Yeah, so sledding could be significant for somebody, wherever you live. You may live somewhere where it snows a lot. But it's like little things that you can do to let your inner child feel seen and express that side of you. But yeah, I was seeing like the whale and Free Willy like trapped in this enclosure, feeling like, you know, you're not meant to be there, like big fish in a little pond kind of energy. Like you're meant to be in the ocean. You're not meant to be in this little pool. It's like you're meant to be in the ocean, but you're in a pool. So it's something to do with your environment not being conducive for your growth and your mission. Some of you could be feeling called to like literally move, go to a different state, go to a different place. And I feel like if you're able to free your inner child, like I was saying, that's going to really help you heal some wounds from your past. You could be feeling like you're about to lose your mind, like, because that also happens to the whales. Okay, so different things happen to the whales when they're in captivity like that. Like their fins don't grow the way they're supposed to. They're like curved, you know. But they like go crazy. They lose their mind. And that's when they can get like more violent or whatever it is. There is like, I feel like you do have a little bit of a, I don't want to say violent side, but just like a side of you that is like very frustrated, and like you feel like you might like pop off or snap on somebody, go off on someone. It's just this feeling of like you're about to snap, you know. I feel like you have this hard exterior, but on the inside there is so much like love, ooey gooiness on the inside that you might not let people see very often, because you've had to like be strong, you've had to put on a brave face. Yeah, now I'm thinking of like an animal, like a dog or something that's been abused, and like someone could be trying to like help the animal, like feed it, you know, and then they're like backed into a corner, like kind of aggressive, right? So that's the energy that I'm picking up on. If that's not you, then this is probably not your reading. That is the intuition check. Also, I was getting something about someone or something, take it as it resonates, could what's the word? Could take advantage, like someone or something could benefit from you being stuck or being small or being like over here in this environment that you're not really meant to be in. And so I don't know if it's an ego thing, if it's like it makes, you know, them feel better to see you down, because it makes them feel better about themselves because they know that you're a powerful person. Only take that part if it resonates, but you could have like, and if it's not a specific person, it could just be like dark forces that want to keep you stuck because you're a powerful light worker. Okay, we are gonna pull some cards. I want to see what the angels have to say about this. So we have the Page of Cups. I split on the Page of Cups, which is that inner child energy, that innocence, playful laughter, silliness. Okay. What is the message for my collective today? What are they going through? What is this captivity feeling that I'm picking up on, angels? What is this captivity? What is this captivity energy? Okay. What is this energy? Ace of Wands on the bottom. Temperance. Oh, wow. Okay. So, all right. So I feel like you've definitely been contemplating a move. This is you contemplating where you're headed. So you could be taking inventory of like what's working, what's not working. There's definitely a desire here to move, to go, to get the engine running, like to get the ball rolling. There's a desire here to balance some things out, to walk away, to leave a certain situation, a certain place. With the Hierophant here, I feel like you were meant to be in this place or like state of mind in order to learn certain lessons that your soul came here to learn. And like just looking at the imagery in this card, it's kind of blurry, but she's like, okay, she's looking at the key, right? The lotus could be significant. I love this card. I just love it. I love this deck, honestly. Amethyst, the color purple, third eye chakra. You could have recently like went through a spiritual awakening or like a ego death type of situation. But with the Hierophant, I feel like, yeah, so you were in that cage, so to speak. You were in that state of mind. It could be like you wanting to get out of your hometown, whatever it is, like take it as it resonates. It could, I'm also picking up on maybe like an abusive relationship for someone, or like abusive family dynamic, okay? So yeah, something about that is significant, but it's like your soul chose this, right? Your soul, on a deeper level, your soul chose this environment, like I said, relationship, family dynamic, whatever it is for you, mindset. It's like your soul chose this to learn these lessons. I feel like you've learned lessons of your self-worth. You've learned like how people can be in the world, and kind of like you're no stranger to like the dark side of the human psyche and the shadow and death and rebirth and like the void. I'm getting like Scorpio energy, like transformation energy. You're no stranger to that. Like that's, you know, that's just, it's like a part of your DNA at this point. But we have the Ten of Pentacles here, so I feel like you're going to end up manifesting everything you've ever wanted, pretty much. It's like it really is like a timeline shift like this. Like you wake up one day and you're just in a totally new reality. Because and the reason that is because you've learned the lesson. It's like once you learn the lesson, you get that key and you unlock the door that brings in the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like this is something that's going to happen quick with the Chariot here. And this could literally just be like you moving to a new place and feeling at peace and happy in a new space where you're free of you know, more like negative energy, or you're not feeling trapped anymore. Like you're feeling at peace, you're feeling free, you know. And like I said, so okay, so something about a key, like maybe keys to a new house, Highest divine timeline. Okay, so it's like you're being granted the keys to your highest divine timeline. You're being granted the keys to your highest divine timeline. You're opening that door, and the abundance is flowing in because you've done the work, you've learned your lessons, you've been insanely resilient. We have the Ace of Wands on the bottom, which is a new passionate beginning. After Five of Cups, after sorrow, grief. Page of Cups again. I am as young as I choose to feel. So, okay, there is something here about you tapping into that inner child and really doing, I mean, okay, I want you to think of like one thing that you did as a kid that just like made you really happy, or it could literally be like, you know, something you loved to eat, or maybe you used to have like hot chocolate. I'm really seeing somebody like playing in the snow as a kid and then having like hot chocolate, maybe go inside, warm up with hot chocolate. Like do something that you did that made you happy when you were a child. That is going to be super healing for the inner child, because it's like that version of us is not gone. That version of us lives inside. We may like bury it, you know, and push it down, but it's in here. It's still in here. Yeah. So do something that would make little you really happy. I want you to do something that will just, yeah, whatever it means to you. What is the advice for the collective here? Oh, strength. Anything else? Yeah, okay, so you could also resonate with being in Page of Cups on the bottom again. Wow. Oh, please don't let this phone die. Let me see. Okay. Sorry about that. I feel like I'm a little all over the place with this reading. Now I'm feeling, someone could be maybe going through grief, but I'm feeling like it's like a past version of you. Like you're grieving an old version of you, because I'm feeling a little emotional. But as for advice, we have strength. Spirit wants you to dig deep and retrieve that inner strength. Also, we did just have the 8/8 portal. We're still in Leo season. You could be a Leo, but you are ruled by, like, I feel like you have this fire within you that it just shines so bright. Like it just, you're very passionate. You're very passionate about the people that you love. So the advice here with strength is to be patient. For one, be patient, because everything, like, you're about to go through a lot of changes here. You're about to be transported, moved somewhere else, because you've done the work, and like you are ready. You are ready to love, you are ready to learn. You are ready to love, you are ready to learn. The month of October could be significant for someone. The 3 of Wands is like you've set out, you've looked out into the future, into the horizon, into the distance. Like you've looked and you know where you want to go. Okay, so this is about you kind of planning, like, or acting on. So it's like you're ready to lay down this new foundation, pretty much. I feel like you're being guided to trust the process at this time and to stay strong. Like, stay strong. You're very courageous. You're very, like, you, at this point, I feel like you've released your fear. And if you haven't, the angels are calling you to release that fear. Drop it, let it go, surrender it up, and, you know, start imagining what it is you want your life to look like. What does that future version of you look like? What does that future, because time is not linear, right? So it's like we can tap into these future versions of ourselves just like we can tap into the past versions of ourselves when we do work with our inner child. And then the King of Pentacles, you could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but I feel like you're very grounded, you're very stable, and, you know, just keep doing that. Whatever you're doing is working, so keep doing what you're doing. That's what they're saying. Keep doing what you're doing, because we have the Ten of Pentacles here. Like, you are calling this in. You are manifesting this. You've been given the key to your highest divine timeline. You've already been given the key. I do just want to get a couple oracles, and then we're going to close it out. All right, angels, ancestors, star family, spirit guides, aligned with the highest divine white light. Also, the Empress wanted to come out, so I feel like it wanted to come out earlier, and then I just seen it right here. So I feel like you could be called to just kind of like, I feel like you've been working a lot, but now you might be called to just maybe sit back and trust and receive and know that you're being taken care of. You have spiritual assistance at this time. Okay, how is the collective going to know this message is for them? How are they going to know this message is for them? 888, like I said. Okay, so you could definitely be, because this is like the Lionsgate. You could definitely be a Leo, or something significant could have happened this month. Okay. God, tables have turned. Yes, the tables have turned in your favor. Not around here, partner. Not around here. I don't know why I just heard that. Prosperity, yes. 10 of Pentacles. So I don't know what you're doing for work or like money related, but you're not gonna have to worry about money. On this new timeline, you're not gonna have to worry about money. Sunshine, sunshine is fine. I feel it in my skin, warming up my mind. Locked up, they won't let me out. Oh my God, y'all, that's crazy. Because like I was saying, I was literally seeing someone like in a cage, like a way, like Free Willy, like being confined in a space. Locked up, won't let me out. Won't let me out. Locked up, won't let me out. No. I can't remember the rest of that, the lyrics. Cops patrolling, dun, 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 okay, narcissist, empath dynamic. So remember when I was saying someone could have been in like a abusive family dynamic or abusive relationship? Possibly. Only take that if it resonates. Okay. I feel like you freed yourself. You're no longer locked up. Yeah, the key. Remember, okay, the key, locked up. Like you've been given the key to open the cage to free yourself. Archangel Michael is with you. Okay, what else? Receiving blessings. Let's get one more. One more. How are they gonna know this message is for you? Oh, well, a few came out. Divine Feminine. I was picking up on Empress energy, which basically you're just very nurturing, caring, loving. Gaia, yeah, okay. Yeah, so you have a very like fertile energy about you. And I mean, you could be any gender, but it's just like you're very creative, like you create, you know, you create easily. Okay. R, the initial R. Ohana means family, so something about family or like Hawaii. 666. Someone could be born in June. 666 is also like what's the word? I can never say this word. Reciprocity, Venus energy, love. Yeah, so that's just some extra confirmations for somebody. I really hope this resonated. I'm gonna get off here because it's about to storm and it's dark and I have to go to work. But yeah, I hope this resonated. And I feel like you have some really great things coming in for you because you understood the assignment. You know, you understood the assignment. You were granted the keys. You are now in control. You learned the lessons that your soul signed up to learn. And now it's time to have fun and let your inner child thrive. Let your inner child laugh and dance and be silly. And I'm also feeling like you're going to be connected with Ohana. You're going to be connected with the community and the family that you're meant to be with. And that could be, it doesn't have to be like your biological family. It could be a community that you meet that just takes you in, you know? All right. So that was the message. I'll see y'all in the next one. I hope everyone has a great day. All right. Bye.